From stealth to rip-roaring racing, we have Test Drive 5, and now I can clearly see that it is, in fact, a 5. With the capture device I use to capture PlayStation 1 games, sometimes the text on the menus is hard to read, and that 5 could have been an S. It's not unheard of for a game to, instead of having a number at the end, have something like S or X or Z. But no, it was a 5. This is the 5th test drive. This is a lovely picture here of a Viper GTS, which is also an erotic anime. I didn't know it was a car, honestly. That probably reveals a lot about me. But we got one here. I think we're driving a Viper GTS. I didn't look, but it looks, what we picked looked like this car. So I guess this is the centerpiece car of the game. I don't know. Trying to decide if we've played this, because this feels familiar. This setting, we might have played this game before. I honestly don't know. Looks like we're driving through, I'm not sure, Moscow maybe? Some of the buildings looked kind of like traditional Russian sculptures, like back there, that type of architecture. But I'm not an expert. I'm just guessing. It definitely looks European, anyway, if not specifically Russian. But we didn't get to choose a place. I like the correction there. Like some games, when you crash and flip over, you like blink away and then blink back, or it'll maybe even have an animation of you turning over, or something. But it was just freaking automatic. It was kind of funny how like it was just a really quick cut. Get out of my way. Okay. We're actually only in 3rd place. It's surprising. But a lot of the other cars were having crashing problems too, I noticed. That I don't know which of these cars we are racing against. Oh, good. I hit the checkpoint. We almost ran out of time. But, jeez. I can't turn around. I wish they had flipped us over so I would have been auto-corrected. But there we go. I don't know how much further we have to go to another checkpoint, honestly. We've been running pretty low on time, and that crash did not help us at all. Neither did that. I think we're going to run out of time here. I don't know what happens. I don't know why racing games had this, like, checkpoint thing. It doesn't make sense to me from a gameplay perspective. I don't know what it adds. Like, you can just get disqualified for not hitting a checkpoint. It's weird. I don't know. I don't really get it. Like, you would think losing the race would be bad enough. What's the point of not even letting you finish it? I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, and then it's gonna rub it in our face too by doing the replay. We were in 3rd place at one point. I was proud of that. But then I got stuck and couldn't back out properly. But we're not gonna watch all this. I like when they have the replays. I think they're interesting. But oh wow, I cannot skip it. Okay. So, okay, I select let me skip it, but nothing else did. I didn't finish in time. I don't know, I don't like that. But there's bigger jumps, better cars, pure racing mayhem. Was over so fast. High resolution graphics mode, shortcuts, and alternative routes. We did see some branching paths, I just didn't take them. I was following the other cars. Split screen racing, multi-dynamic environment mapping, night driving with realistic whatever. So yeah, look for it this Christmas. It's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want a great gift for Christmas this year in 2016, get Test Drive 5. Our next game here is Legacy of Kain 2 Soul Reaver, which we've played before a couple of times. I don't remember offhand which ones specifically, which episodes we played it in. I know we played it in episode 3. So it was the same one we played some other game on this disc. I don't even remember now. I remember Metal Gear. Yeah, we just played it a little bit ago. Metal Gear Solid was on that same one. But it wasn't this demo. I've not played this demo before. We're underwater? Yeah, this is definitely not how I remember the Legacy of Kain demo. So we've played Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, and then we've played Soul Reaver 2, which I guess is the 3rd game in the franchise, because I know the first one wasn't Soul Reaver. It was like Blood Omen or something like that, and then they ended up making a sequel to Soul Reaver, and I think they also made a Blood Omen too. So the naming conventions are all over the place. But this whole thing in the water is not how I remember anything of this demo. There was a well in it, but we didn't start in it. It was just a place you could fall. But yeah, the stretch of the demo we played in episode 3 and in at least one other episode, maybe 2, where we played that that same demo where we had to get like a torch and light up another bigger torch with it. So I can't jump up onto that thing. I'm not sure where exactly I'm supposed to go. Let's try exploring down here. So when I was a kid, I always thought the Soul Reaver games were like adventure, like action beat 'em up type games. And then when I got older and played them again, I realized they're actually more like puzzle games. It was the same misconception I had with Tomb Raider. But I'm not super great with puzzles, at least on the first run. I can usually figure them out, but it takes me a while, and hopefully we'll be able to find some clues down here. Let's see. I keep seeing textures that look a little bit different, but everything's so dark down here. It's almost impossible to see if there is something I'm supposed to go towards. This looks like a cave, right? Okay, so there's like a cave with a gate. Maybe we want to get on the other side of this. Let's see. Can I shift? How do I don't know. I don't seem to be able to shift between realms. None of my buttons are doing it. What is he doing? Why is he hunched over like that? Am I drowning? I don't know if I can drown. He was just making an animation like he needed air, but there's no like breathing gauge or anything. So I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if maybe I can do it on land. I don't remember what button to push to do it. Maybe I should have looked on the menu. Hold on. Oh, okay, maybe that's why I was hunching over. I was trying to do that. Yeah. But none of my buttons are making me shift between realms like I want. I thought I could just do it on a whim. Maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, well, at least I can still suck in souls, I guess. But that's not what I want. I was hoping I could just phase through the wall, because I remember doing that. So maybe there's something else we need to do with that. It's the only thing I found to interact with, though, so I'm like fixated on it. But I don't seem to be able to. None of my buttons do anything down here. Like I can't even do the soul sucky thing. Okay, well maybe we should keep looking. We know where this is. And maybe there's a lever somewhere or something. So I just do not know. It looks, from the way this is mapped out, it almost looks like we're supposed to drain the water out of here, or maybe make it rise. I don't know. But it's a little bit unfortunate. I don't seem to be able to have any action buttons while I'm underwater. But the only place where I can get out of the water is this little ledge here that doesn't go anywhere. So then that leaves me frustrated because I don't know where else to even go. I don't know. This is as high as I can jump. It's not going to be enough to get up onto this. This is what I feel like I should be trying to do. When I get caught on this ledge, it's really awkward. The does not work well. The slope. He just like does. I don't know. I've played games where that happens. I don't know exactly what causes it. It's just something with the way they code the slope, but it doesn't read in a way that works. So I don't know. Kain. I don't think this is Kain's not this guy's name, right? Kain's like who I'm trying to kill or something, isn't it? I don't remember. I always called him Kain as a kid because I don't know the stories, and I still don't really know the story of the game. we've had some text in some of the other demos. But I was thinking Kain was like the enemy or the opponent, but maybe this guy is Kain. I don't know. Whatever his name is, I'm sure he's a soul weaver. But this is not a good demo. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I like these games, but this is, if you're trying to sell it, this is not the way to do it. I'm stuck. I can't even move. There we go. I couldn't turn around or anything. So the game controls a little bit awkward, more than I remember it doing in the other demos. So I'm wondering if this is an earlier build, maybe, because I don't remember having this much trouble getting him to go the direction I wanted in the other demos, even the ones that were for the same game. But I don't remember there being this much problem, like grabbing ledges and sliding off of things, and it just didn't feel as awkward. But the main thing, my main complaint with this demo is that this is not a good way to show off the game. The other demos we played worked better in that regard. So I thought I saw a person up on the ledge up there, but I would have no idea how to get up there if there is somebody. I can't move the camera the way I want. There we go. Come on now. See how there's something up there? Is that like a person or a monster or something? But I don't know how to get up there. I can't jump. Certainly can't climb these walls. There's just another thing we can't do anything with, and that's the thing. Like, if I don't know, if they'd given us some setup or some clues maybe about what we were trying to do, that might would have helped. But just dropping us into this lake without anything to interact with, like, I'm sure there's something we can do. I just haven't been able to find it, and that's the thing that's the thing that makes it frustrating. And that's why I'm saying, like, nothing against the game. I think it's actually a crime against the game that this demo is so poorly set up. But my complaint is specifically with this demo. So the other demo we played for it did a much better job of selling the game. I remember playing that demo a lot as a kid. I didn't even get it. I had no idea what I was supposed to do. But there was things you could do. You could run around and fight stuff. You could pick things up. There were things that could happen, and they were easy to find. And that is not the case here, where it feels like there's nothing that can happen. So let's see. I'm going. I don't know. I think I might try stopping for a little bit and looking online, because I want to do something in this demo. I feel like the game deserves it. I'm gonna maybe see if I can find this level online and see if I can find maybe some hints or tips or something that'll give me an idea of what to do, and I'll come back to you guys once I've done that. Okay, well, I didn't find anything useful on the internet, but I did figure out how to do a higher jump, so we've got something. All I needed was something that I could do. So let's see. Can I? Whoa! Oh, come on! Why didn't he glide sooner? I need to get used to some of the controls, but we have something we can do. I just need to know how to jump higher. And I was just messing around after not being able to find anything, because looking for help for demos on the internet is hard if you don't know where in the game your demo is. But I thought it was worth the shot, because I needed something. There was no way I was going to have this whole demo just be me swimming around doing nothing. But so, hold on. Oh, there's a weapon here. Oh, cool. Alright, so yeah, we've got some good stuff now. And that, I think, is the guy we were trying. Oh, crap. It's still hard to make him go the right direction, too. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that, either. I don't remember having trouble with that part in the other demos, which is why I was wondering about, like, how in development this is. Because we've played Soul Reaver several times, and I've never had trouble getting him to go the right direction before. Okay, hold on. We'll just, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I'm hitting him. Okay, like, look at that, okay? That whole animation was out of sync. Let me eat this soul. I probably want that. And then, get this weapon. But that whole thing was messed up. So it just feels like an earlier build than what I'm used to from this game. But I don't know if that's true. Maybe I'm just misremembering. I don't know. Or maybe we were just playing in areas where it wasn't as big of a problem before, and that's why I didn't notice. But there we go. Okay. Looks like there's another weapon here, but we don't need it because we still got this one. So we made it out. I still don't know what the deal is with that cave down there and that gate. I think phasing through gates is a ability you get in the game, and it's possible we just don't have it at this point. Because I remember doing it in other demos, and maybe that's just like an area you'd have to come back to access later. But anyway, now that we've made it up here, we can glide on over to there. There we go. Just make it right there. Okay. Just take care of this guy. I don't know what these things are. They look different than the enemies we fought before in these demos. Usually the ones we fought before were a lot bigger and more muscular, and these are more like just zombies. Okay. Seems like this guy's taking a lot longer. There we go. Okay. Let me get his soul there. Okay. Soul weaved. Here's another weapon. It's lying all over the place. Oh, we got to... Wait, it stopped. What? It wasn't a timeout thing because I got kicked out while I was looking up the stuff. I've only been playing this for a couple minutes. We played it longer earlier. The demo just ends when you leave the room. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, and then... There we go. I got it? Okay.